to another video. So today is day, I think it's 24 of this yoga challenge. So we're coming around the bend slowly but surely. It's been a lot of videos. I have to say 30 videos in 30 days is a lot, but we're making it happen. So anyway, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about how we can move our body through the different levels and making sure that we're warmed up before we move into some of the deeper postures. So I talked yesterday about anatomical structure and how we're all different, and how to understand that we may not get a nice deep back bend the way that the person next to us will, and that could just be because of the way that their vertebrae are sitting. So today I'm going to kind of visually show you how I work through and warm up my body to go into the deeper postures. I think it's really important to understand that even if you're in advanced, it's so important to warm up the body to avoid injury. And I always go through the different levels. And I like to, as I'm teaching, to make sure that we give lots of different levels for everyone from beginners to advanced, because there's nothing worse than, beginners in an advanced class. But an advanced and a beginner's class, even though it's not the end of the world, they can feel a little bit held back. So we want to make sure that we can cover everybody. So as a teacher, I like to watch my students and make sure that if I feel like they could go a little bit deeper, to give them those options. Because it's always nice to see where we're working towards and see how the posture develops as we develop in our practice. All right, so we're going to work with camel pose, and I'm going to eventually go into Kapotasana. Now, when I get into the deeper movements, I can't quite get my words out because I'm kind of upside down. So I will show you the movements and then explain after what I was doing. So from here, starting with your toes up, this is where I generally start with my feet down, but for the purpose of the video, to show the different levels, I'll put my feet up. So where we start is by placing our hands on our lower back, and then we're going to push our thighs forward as we lean back. Excuse my hair here. Pulling the shoulder blades together on the back side of our body, and nice and broad, lengthening through the neck, and we're looking upwards. And then coming back down and releasing. Now you can come back on your toes like this, or you can come back on your feet, finding comfortable position. I like to do twists in between, really good for just allowing your spine to relax. Coming back up, curling the toes under, so this would be the next level, pushing your hands on your lower back, thighs forward, squeezing the glutes, shoulders gathered on the back side of your body, nice and broad, and then bringing your hands to your heels. This would be the next version. So as we do that, we really want to pull the heart center open, so pulling those shoulder blades back on the back side of our body. And then bringing your hands back to our lower back, and then coming back down, taking a rest. Doing some twists if that feels good, or just allowing some stillness, allowing some moments to just allow your spine to relax. And then coming back up, curling the toes under. So the next level for me would be to place my feet down. Hands behind, sit bones, pushing your thighs forward, squeezing the sit bones, and then reaching your heels down. Nice broad through the heart center. And you're always welcome to walk your hands down your legs for a little bit of extra bend. And then coming back up and then relaxing. So as I move into these deeper versions, I won't be able to talk as I'm going upside down because it's really hard to do. But I will show you and I'll explain after. The one thing to watch though is that when I go back, I do throw my neck back slightly. And this is against everything I've said to do. But the only reason I do it is when I'm doing drop backs into a back bend. because you need to see where you're going. So if you don't look back, you're not going to be able to keep your balance as you go backwards and upside down. So that's the only time you'll see me as I drop my head back. So if you're kind of like, this doesn't make sense, why is she saying not to do it and now she's doing it? It's the only time that I do that. All right, so inhaling, arms up, and then we begin to move back. And I like to do that a couple of times before I come all the way back down. So as you can tell, it gets deeper and deeper. And this next one, as I come down, you'll see that I'll walk my hands and then I'll push my heart center over. Then I'll walk my hands a little closer, push my heart center open, and that's just slowly finding space to get deeper and deeper into the posture. And then twisting and coming back. So I would generally hold that posture a little bit longer, but just for the sake of the video, I wanted to come out of it. But you can see as I'm moving back, I'm trying to find more space in my upper back. So the lower back, I can feel it, but the upper back needs to be able to open a little bit more. So the shoulder blades together to be able to find that space to move. So of course, after any back bend, doing twists or core, so even coming into plank, holding plank, navel to spine, nice and strong. And then coming back down. You always want to make sure that you do that before, especially before forward folds, just to keep your spine safe. So, the purpose of this video is not to say that you have to work towards those deep bends, but it is to demonstrate that even as somebody who has been doing yoga for a very long time, I still need to warm up my body to get into those postures to avoid discomfort, injury, and just damaging the body in a way that I don't want to. We want yoga to be nourishing. We don't want it to be damaging, right? So sometimes we think, I think there's this image out there that, you know, these people take these beautiful yoga poses and they just kind of like drop into it. And there are people that are able to do that, but you know, for the most part, all of us need to be able to warm up our bodies, to be able to do even strength work, back bends, deep postures. So yeah, it is such an important thing to kind of get across, that we need to move through those steps to be able to move into those deeper postures safely. All right, so that is all for me today. I will be back tomorrow for another video. If you like this video, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will see you tomorrow. All right, namaste.